Hello, everybody. Duckyworth here. It's been some time, hasn't it? Sausage Party took me quite a while to recover from. But I think I'm finally ready to commence with the next one of my live reactions. And this is for a Disney film that I haven't seen for a long, long time, but I do have very fond memories of. This is the 1999 Disney film Tarzan. In comparison to like all the other films in like the Disney Renaissance, I mean, aside from Pocahontas and Rescuers Down Under. This is one that I haven't seen as much as all the others. The others that I've seen in the other Disney Renaissance films are ones that I've seen like over and over and over again as a child. But Tarzan is one that I think I've only seen once or twice when I was young. I mean, I had the DVD of it, but I did really love it. I do have a really good memory of a film, and I did really love it. And of course, it appeared in the first Kingdom Hearts game, so that was something else that made me love the film, was the fact that it appeared in Kingdom Hearts. And I thought that the deep jungle world, keep seeing it. See a lot of people criticise it for being like maze-like, but I personally think it was pretty cool. I mean, the navigation was a bit irksome to get around, but I thought the mini games like riding on the vines and like the boss fight against Clayton and the Shadow Sneak, that one Invisible Heartless, was a really cool, if tough, boss fight, and of course the fight against Sabora as well. But yeah, this is I'm going to get this film on Disney Plus, and I'm going to have a watch of it because I do have it on DVD, but as what happened with Onward, when I tried doing my live reaction to that, the timing was a bit out, so I've decided to get it on Disney Plus to watch it that way. So I'm going to record the reaction to it, and I'll see if it holds up as well as I remember. I imagine it will, because a lot of people do really. I know that this film, even though it's not as regarded as all the other films in the Disney Renaissance, people that I've talked to do have really fond memories of this film. They do really like it, so I've got a feeling that it's going to be the same with me as well. So see you all later, everybody, and I shall see you in the jungle to see some gorillas. I still love that line from Clayton and Tarzan. I'm a bit withdrawing, I remember that. Okay, so see you later, everybody. Bye. Hello, everyone. Duckyworth here, and I am here to start my live reaction to Disney's Tarzan. One interesting thing that I always remember hearing about this film is that a lot of people said that Disney lost the rights to the Edgar Rice Burroughs book. I'm just going to have a look at it. Okay, I found this Reddit post on about on a Disney subreddit, and it says that it's like addressing the rumor about Tarzan, the rights being lost by Disney, and it says, someone says, I believe the rumour started when Tarzan World wasn't included in one of the Kingdom Hearts games after it was in a previous game. People were making up assumptions that Disney lost the rights because they let Square use the IP in their game without permission. Edgar Rice owns the rights to the original Tarzan. Disney secured animated film rights for Tarzan back in the 90s, and Disney is allowed to do whatever they want with their own version and only their version. They don't talk about it or make merchandise because it's not really a popular film compared to others, just like many of the other poorly received 90s and 2000s movies they ignore now as well. There's a Tarzan panel at the D23 Expo, and Disney still posts about it sometimes on social media, so it's not completely forgotten. So I'm not sure whether it's the fact that Disney really did lose the rights to it, or if it's just because it's not popular. It's not as popular a film anymore, and as the other Disney films, but it just seems to be one that they don't really talk about it a whole lot compared to like all of the others from Renaissance. So I'll have to have a double check at some point to find out to find out if it really was a case of they did lose the rights. But it's an interesting thing to take a look at because it's a shame because Tarzan, I do think it is a really good. I do remember it being a really good film, but it's one that doesn't seem to be talked about as much nowadays compared to like some of the other Renaissance films like Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, or a Mulan. But I do think it's a really good film, nonetheless. Anyway, that was just like a little bit just before I get into watching the film myself. So I've got it on Disney Plus, and it's an hour and 33 minutes. So as normal, I'm going to do it in halves. And so here we go, everyone. I'm going to start watching Disney's Tarzan now. 3, 2, 1, play. Right, when it starts to load. Oh, here we go. Oh gosh, the music in this film is something else that I really love. Like all the Phil Collins songs and like all the tribal music like this. Oh, Tarzan. Oh, already quite a start of a ship being on fire. Oh no, Ursula's out for revenge and she's just burnt another ship. Yeah, it's like the CGI. It's noticeable in this. I mean, it came out in like the late 90s, but all the other animation looks really fantastic in this. Ah. I know it was just the way that they made like the baby designs, but he looks a lot like a baby Jim Hawkins, but still just as cute. Ah. Oh, Kerchak terrified me as a child. That's one thing I do really remember. Like the bits when Kerchak like lost his temper and he just attacked everyone. He terrified me, even more than the actual villains. I remember, but I do think Kerchak was a really I think I do feel bad for him, especially his reasons why he began to turn on Tarzan and not really see him much as a son, like a Nala does. Oh, and I do really like this bit. It shows like the similarities between the gorillas and the humans here with Tarzan's parents. With them, despite the humans being more technologically advanced. Oh God, oh God, Sabor. Oh, oh no. Oh God. Even if I don't show it, it is still pretty terrifying that their child just got eaten like that. Oh, oh. Wow, that baby's cries can really project, can't they? I mean, I'm not saying that as a criticism. I'm just pointing out. 'Cause, yeah, it is really high up that tree house. God, look at the expressions on her. Hang on, wasn't there like blood on the floor? just from a Sabor's attack. I think on a Disney version, on a DVD. I had, unless it's later when you can see it. Oh God, oh yeah, yeah. There it is. I just remember seeing. Oh, I remember the deleted scene. The deleted scene I saw of that bit where it goes into more detail of Sabor like killing them and like you see the dad's arm just drop down after Sabor kills him. That was creepy. I remember that. God, look at all the backgrounds. Oh, there he is. Which Oh. Actually, you know what? He looks like the baby in like Lilo and Stitch. There's that one scene when in the trolley, like the just remember baby from that. Oh god, yeah, not a good idea then. No. As someone who's not, admittedly, not a big fan of babies in real life, it's really impressive how, like, in animated films, it's like they they make them more endearing, maybe because they're not as loud. But I don't know. I just find them really cute in animation, but not in real life for some reason. Mm. Oh dear. Oh god. Yes. The thing about Sabor as a villainous force, it's like it's not just demonizing a predator. It feels more like Sabor's like just like trying to go after them in particular. Like trying to finish what is Sabor a boy or a girl? I'll have to check because I honestly can't remember. Sabor was voiced by Frank Welker, of course. I've just got Wikipedia up here. Frank Welker is perfect at doing animal animal noises, and the way that the voice cast in this, that voice like the the animal characters, it's like they put like the expressions like they make them sound like the animals having the expression in the voices when they're not talking. That's always really impressive to me. Oh god, look at that! That's such a cool bit. I remember finding Sabor to be more threatening than Clayton when I saw this when I was younger. Oh, I'd love to know. I'd love to see like firsthand what it's like for like the animators when they study like the animals that they're animating firsthand. That would be something that would be really interesting to see. Oh, Sabor's female. That's it. I've just looked it up on her Wikipedia just to try and just to clear it up because I honestly couldn't remember. Oh, speaking of characters, I'm not sure about the gender of. There's Turk. How'd she get her hair together like that? She's windswept. Because I just remember when I was younger and I saw this film, Turk was like the character that everybody thought was a boy when she was really a girl. That's like one running joke about this film I just remember talking about. Wait, why did I say Nala earlier? I meant, oh, why am I getting them mixed up? Oh, God. Carla, that's it. I called her Nala. Oh, God, I'm getting them mixed up with her. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It has been a long time since I've seen this film. Oh, so it begins. Kerchak getting scary. But I do love Kerchak's character. It's like I feel they did a really good job making it so he's not while he is threatening, he's only trying to keep all the gorillas safe. And again and again, because his own son was killed, was killed. That's why he's so jaded. I feel they did a really good job with him. And of course, what? Yeah, even with lines like people calling Turk like little lady, they still got a gender mixed up. Oh, Glenn Close voiced Carla. I've just been looking at the cast list. Oh. And speaking of which, Tony Goodwin, the guy who voices Tarzan when he's grown up, he was one of the villains in Ghost. That's what I most know him as. God, I don't know what people have against Phil Collins. Oh, hello. I love the way like the lemurs and the eyes and everything are animated in this. And anyway, I don't know what people have against like Phil Collins' songs in this because I know it's a bit odd that sometimes it's. I think it might be because like the characters start talking and then he starts singing instead of the characters singing, but I think it fits. And he's a damn good singer, so that also helps. Oh, that hum there reminded me of Lion King. just the way that was done. Oh, John Ripper studied the movements of young chimpanzees to use for young Tarzan's animation. Just looking up facts about this here, about the film. Why do I get the feeling that they used like a real gorilla looking around for their young, for that oh, for the animation on a Carla there? It's yeah. Oh wow, puberty hit Turk like a ton of bricks. That's definitely I heard a lot of people find Rosie O'Donnell pretty annoying, but it's like I get the feeling Rosie O'Donnell is one of those actresses where either you love her or you hate her. I'm a, I'm in between. I'm neutral. I can see why people get annoyed by her, but I've heard worse. I do remember my sister and I imitating that bit as when we were younger. The phone has arrived. It's me when I wake up in the morning. It's me in the morning. But this is pretty dark, this bit where they're, they're pretty much going to send him to get an elephant hair. Like that could be really dangerous. Actually, who voiced young Tarzan? Alex D. Linz. No, don't recognise the name. God, look at the lighting there. I just really love like the waterfall effects and look at those backgrounds. How long did every single time I look at some of the backgrounds in a film like this, I always think, how long did it take them to paint that? Because that is really impressive. Oh, oh God. Oh no, this bit made me wince when I was Ooh, oh, ouch. His face should be red right now with that impact. That bit always, whenever I saw that, that always just made me wince. And it's no different here. Expression on Turk's face. Oh, there he is. Tantor. Is that it? I love how they animated you. Can't you tell by the way she's? Wait a minute. Is Tantor's mom voiced by the same woman who did the lady who was a commander in Atlantis? Okay, there are no piranhas in Africa, but how did he know what a piranha was? Just there are no piranhas in my pot. Ugh. Oh God. Is there a Disney film with elephants when they're not all like ramming into each other and just like everything just goes crazy? Because whenever it's like in Dumbo, Jungle Book, and just any. Just any, and even like the pink elephants in Winnie the Pooh, whenever there's elephants turning up in a Disney film, it's always a recipe for disaster. Oh, oh God, that's got to be a pretty harsh thing for Kerchak to see there. Like, it's got to brings some serious bad memories. Oh, oh God. Oh. Some of the animations on young Tarzan's expressions there remind me a bit of Lilo. God, look at all the detail on those trees. Remember who you are. Sorry, just for the. I was for some reason I was thinking of that one bit from Lion King, but was that in a water when that happened, or was that only in the sky? I can't remember. It's been a while since seen Lion King. I take a lot of inspiration from like the stories about not knowing your place, like from things like Disney films like Tarzan like this, because it's always just something I really like as a story thread. Like, despite the differences, they still belong, and I relate to that. I heard that Tarzan 2 takes place in between this bit and when Tarzan grows up. Is that a Disney sequel worth watching? I mean, I keep hearing it's mixed, the reaction, how people feel towards that one. But I'll have to give it a watch at some point if I can if I get around to it. Oh, what was that noise? Was that him jumping against his rib cage? Just that was pretty loud. Just where he did that there. No. Oh, his eyes. Because I mean, even though Turk can be a bit obnoxious, she does have quite a lot of positives as well. Oh. Oh yes, colobus monkeys. That's one thing that now I'm older, I'm happy that I can actually recognise some of these animals now that I couldn't before. Oh. And be careful, Tarzan. One of them may want to learn jazz. Oh, there he is. Oh, and Tantal's now Wayne Knight. Because that's perfect casting. Wayne Knight was perfect casting for all the Tantal. Oh god, one thing I remember, I think for all the time, it's like Tarzan was like the most detailed human character. I think like all the I remember hearing something about that. Like I think it was something like all the way that they animated like his movements and all the detail on him. I think it was like I think it was like one thing that they were really proud of, and I can see why. Because God, look at this! Like all the how fluid like the animation on him is, while keeping him like all the detailing like how the joints move. Badass. Yeah, like that. Look at the detail on his fingers. Oh, like why he picks it up with his foot. Oh. I just know what to expect from him at this point. You know, one thing I'm wondering, Tantor prefers to hang around the gorillas and Tarzan than he does around the other elephants. So, does something happen to make him want to hang around with them instead? Oh God! I was about to say where they got when did they, I'd like to see them eating peanuts together, but oh God, Sabor's back. Oh, he covered his own eyes. Oh God! Oh Kerchak! Oh no! Ooh. Yeah, it's like Sabor's like willingly just going out to finish what she started. So it's like she's got a vendetta rather than just being a carnivore, being vilified just for the sake of it. And she seems actively malicious. Oh god, that's reminding me of Primal. That one bit when Spear is fighting off against the ape men, just with all the gorillas just cheering her. Oh, oh, look at these angles. Oh, 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 damn. That's a cool expression there. Oh, oh. Oof. Oh, oh, that reminds me of in the Friendship is Magic episode, Where and Back Again, where Starlight Glimmer's hiding from Chrysalis. Oh, and like she's just peering in there. Like scenes like that are always pretty. I mean, of characters like getting caught in like narrow spaces like that while something's like trying to reach them or peer into them. But that's always pretty terrifying for me. Oh, and Sabor's dead. You know, one thing that I think's I've seen that some people say about this film is that Sabor is set up like very early on, like not only as the one who killed off killed off Tarzan's parents, but also Kerchak's child, and Sabor's killed off like 30 minutes in, and like compared to Clayton later, who doesn't really have I mean, I don't think that I mean, Sabor for the screen time that she had and like the impact on the story is still threatening, but I do think I can see where people are coming from, where they say that if Sabor was the villain all the way through, then it would have made for a bit more of a interesting, more slightly more threatening villain than Clayton. I can see where some people are coming from when it comes to that. But here it's just like Tarzan's offering Sabor up to Kerchak to as like a, and this is when Kerchak starts to see Tarzan more as his son for helping avenge his late child. So it's not like Sabor doesn't have wait, where'd Sabor go? Or maybe it's the fact like for all the dangers of the jungle, there's still not as dangerous as a hunter. Oh, first contact with humans. Or maybe it's because like you know, one interesting thing that I looked up is that they drew into yeah, don't do that. Is that when it came to Clayton's design, they took inspiration from like Clark Gable and other film stars of the 30s and 40s for it. Gordon's alive! Oh, there he is. Brian Blessed as Clayton. Oh. His only interest is taming the wilderness and showing that a man can overcome any danger. Because no matter what I think about Clayton as a villain, Brian Blessed, bless him, he's doing as well as he can with the character, and he's having fun. Oh, and there's Jane. Oh, I love Jane. Mini Triversa. Professor Porter as well. Oh, Nigel Hawthorne was Professor Porter. Clayton looks like a mixture. If you mix together like Sykes from Oliver and Company with McLeach from Rescuers Down Under, and I mean, I think that when it came to Clayton, I mean, I suppose that I know that obviously it's like this trigger happy brute who's like he's trying to, maybe he's thinking that he says that he's there to protect them from any danger, from any needs necessary. I think that when it came to his character, his expression there, I think if they went for more of him, like the side of him trying to protect Professor Porter and Jane from any danger, and went more with that and him going into more like that, I think it would have made for a more like three-dimensional character than just the guy who only seems like interested in interesting killing. I wish I could do that whenever I come across an animal that I don't know. Just be able to draw it quick. Wow, I wish I could be that good when I was drawing quickly. Oh. Who voiced the baboon? Was it Frank Welker again? Wouldn't surprise me. His parents would say that they're very angry with you. Oh God, it's Rafiki's cousins who are nowhere near as enigmatic or and are much more prone to attacking anyone. Oh God. The thing about Jane's character is that she's going for like this woman who's like caught in the middle of like all this danger, but she never comes across as like the obnoxious damsel in distress type of character. It's like the emotion in her voice and how a Mini Driver does her voice. It's just like really hilarious. Like how she gets like caught in between all this danger, and yet for like how much she's panicking, she's still able to like use her umbrella to try and find them back, and like how energetic she is. Oh God. Oh God. His eye rolling there. Oh, nice grip there. Oh. Oh. Oh God, look at the lighting when we're going there. Oh, rope burn. Oh. Poor Jane. This is not a good day for her. Oh. Let the boot talk. After a huge chase, it's just all for that one picture of that little kid, little baboon. Oh, I can't do this. Yes, it can. It can count. In case you can't tell by how much I'm laughing, I love Jane. Yeah, don't look up there. Of expressions. A very good wild man. Oh God, this bit. First time he notices that she's a human just like him. God, I love how they do like even without words, it's like we're able to get like all the expressions like curiosities. God, whether they get a lot of expressions across there. Just for subtle little eye movements. I can't do a thing with his immunity. Oh. I love how a lot of the humour and the heart in this is like Tarzan realising he's a human and trying to and imitating Jane like this. It's honestly really cute. Got something about this shot here with just after the rain and like all the lighting as the sun comes in. I love this colouring. Just something about that there. Oh wow, you can really do. Oh, can't we walk? Oh no, this scene. I remember this bit. The bit when Tantor comes in. This film is... I forgot how funny this film is. Doom! Mrs. Potts and Chip! That is a really good, teapot, though, to have. I remember the deleted scene where they come across like a recording of how to learn French, and one bit always cracked me up when I came across it on the deleted features was a "Le fromage sur les tables," and when Tantor tried to suck his gut in, I remember that. Oh gosh. Now, to be honest, this is probably what it would be like if real life gorillas started messing around with human oddities like this. Oof. Oh, here we go, the Trash camp bit. Dun, dun, dun. No, no, no more. No, no, no. Oh, the bit with the skeleton there, that reminds me. The bit when Tantor comes across a human skeleton. I think elephants are one of the only animals besides humans that can accurately tell the difference between bones. I think. Yeah, that bit there. Sweet, sweet nightingale, but not quite as harmonious. I remember loving this bit when I was younger, probably just the pure anarchy of it. Oh dear. Yeah, that's pretty much how I would react if I saw Kurt chat behind me. Oh, I like how I did that bit, him being confused by his reflection. Because they probably haven't seen that before. Oh, here comes the leader of the Naboo. Now, it seems like this. It's like if Clayton said that they can't let them in because they'll just wreck everything, like they did. If they focus more on that for his character. Huge! Clayton's expression. It's like bits of Clayton like rolling his eyes at them and like he's just saying that she's mad. There are some humorous bits from Clayton like that. I'm in love. Oh, okay. What time is it now? 46, 47. Oh, exactly halfway through the film. I'm when I was younger, I don't remember laughing as much during bits as I did as I am now, but it is definitely. Yeah, I am really, really loving the film so far, and I think I'm laughing more than I was expecting because I remember bits of it being funny, but I don't remember laughing this much when I was watching it as a child. Uh, Maybe it's because I'm older and like I'm more appreciating like the more the character moments as opposed to just like the bits like the physical comedy. Maybe that's like that, and of course it changed like hilarious, and I think this is a good place to stop here for now. So I'll come back a bit later to record the second half of my reaction. My timestamp is 46:47. And I'll see you later, everybody. Duckyworth out. Bye, everyone. Hello, everybody. Duckyworth here. I am back from tea, and I am here to record the second half of my reaction to Disney's Tarzan. Yeah, I am really enjoying this film so far. I'm not quite sure how it would link up or rank among all the other Disney Renaissance films so far. I'd have to have a think about like exactly where it would rank, because I remember on the tier list that I had for it, it was like A rank and rather than S. I'm not sure. I don't think it's my favourite one of the Disney films so far, but I do still really love this film and like the heart and and the feeling about like Tarzan being the link between gorillas and humans, and trying to find out which family he truly belongs to, and which one would be the best suited for him, and being torn between the two of them. I've always liked that bit of drama in this film, and of course, Minnie Driver as Jane. I still can't believe how hard I was laughing during her scenes, because I don't think. I mean, I found it funny when I was a child, but now that I'm older and I'm like more used to like a more character interactions, like character based comedy. Um, it's like I prefer like the moments which are just like the characters like talking and taking their time, because I wasn't very patient as a child, and the only bits that really got me laughing a lot were the bits with bits with slapstick or just things without much wit. But like in my Anastasia reaction, I think like showing like how the characters interact with each other. Those are bits that I find myself appreciating more now I'm older, and that was it was funny when she was swinging through the vines and she was constantly screaming. I've done a little bit of research on all the other actors in this film, actors and actresses in this film so far. Nigel Hawthorne, who voiced Professor Porter, he was Fleur Flam in The Black Cauldron. And hearing him again, I can really his voice didn't change much in 14 years. I can really hear that in him now that I know that he played Fluda as well as Professor Porter. Um, Kerchak was voiced by Lance Henriksen, who was he was in Bishop in the Alien franchise, and he was he was in Pumpkinhead, and he was in the Terminator. So he's been in a lot of sci-fi and horror roles. Lance Henriksen has, and I can say it's definitely fitting that they would pick like a really deep voiced, really imposing actor to play Kerchak during his more perfectly cast as someone who's trying to protect while he's trying to protect his fellow gorillas from the danger. He also can be very menacing when he loses his temper. And I heard that Minnie Driver, a lot of her mannerisms and characteristics were incorporated into Jane's animation here. So I have her to thank for being so hilarious for a lot of her scenes. But yeah, I'm just about to watch the second half of the film, and I'll have a watch, and I'll let you know what I think when I finish it. Um, okay, so the timestamp on Disney Plus is 46. I've watched 46, 47, and the time remaining is 46 minutes, 46 seconds, exactly halfway through. Okay, so here we go, everybody. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, God, look at the colours here, the orange ones. Oh, oh. Oh, I have to say that one thing I always prefer in like stories like this is that when they make the characters like Kerchak like have a point, not so he's just being antagonistic for the sake of it. Oh, I heard this bit. I heard that this bit here, with Jane describing Tarzan, it was this was entirely this was improvised by Driver, and it took like 7 weeks to animate, and it's one of the longest animated scenes on record. Seeing that, thinking of this scene as improvised. God, how much emotion. I'll go and get my harp, which is a lie detector, and then I'll get hit on by a blue witch. Professor! Oh, God, I like those bits of movements here of Tarzan like reaching out to Professor Porter, but being careful at the same time. I mean, one thing I'm thinking about when it comes to Clayton, I think it would have been interesting if they made him like a counterpart to Kerchak, like him comparing himself to Clayton. He's got a similar chin. Like when it comes to Clayton, I think one thing that would have oh, hang on, I just love this bit, so I'll just be shuffled a bit. Gorillas, gorillas. Is if they try to make Clayton like Kerchak's doing whatever it takes to protect the gorillas, so if it was more like Clayton is doing whatever it takes to protect the humans. Wow, it's like how I draw a gorilla. Gorilla. That's my rough sketches there. No. Yeah, and again, Clayton has some legitimately funny bits, if just for Brian Blessed's performance. That's him. Oh gosh, I love this bit. I want to know. Just Clayton's expressions there. Oh. Got like his reactions to seeing all the different things from the world, and I love this theme. Like both the gorillas and the humans have things to teach each other. Like even though they're seemingly different. His eyebrow raising. I wanna know. Can you show me? I wanna know about the strangers like me. Can we more? Can you show me? God. Ah. And like if I think maybe if something would be like if Clayton was, oh God, if I noticed if I was I wish I could draw like that, like capture all that detail there. Ah, he's been driven away from his old family as he's interested in humans. Haters gonna hate. Just that walk. I've seen that. That's a meme. I've seen that on a. Oh God, that's a pretty bird there. Hang on, does it? What? Gosh, love that shot with the colours there. I love that. God, look at that animation there. When, sorry, just adjusting my chair there. Nice orrery. No diagram of solar system. It's like I think another thing with Clayton is that it's like he's learning things from Jane and Professor Porter, and if it was more like Clayton taught him like how to defend himself against danger, like possibly like why he has a gun and why he feels the need to carry it around, it would make him I think that would be one thing that would work as being more three-dimensional as well. Ah. And again, where are the other elephants for Tantor? Oh dear, they're all leaving. Oh no, the Brits! Oh, wow, that guy's got a lot more detail on his face than the other characters. Uh, it's like the bits with Tarzan like comparing himself to Clayton. That would have made for a good. Uh. Oh. Oh God, the expression on Tarzan's face. Oh. Oh, the way he just. Wait, where'd he get that glass from? I love a little touch that Tarzan doesn't know what it is, so he doesn't drink out of it. And then but he still puts the glass there. Oh. Oh, Clayton's taken advantage of Tarzan's feelings for Jane. We're going to kill all the gorillas. I mean, what? I just noticed that way Tantor goes to talk and then he just looks all dejected when she cuts him off. Nice hat. Why do I look like a secret agent? Oh, God. I love why that puppet of Professor Porter animates. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just gonna go and kill everything in my path and see if Gordon's alive. This is my Brian Blessed impression. Oh God, expression on my face. Oh, sorry, I'm not very good with I'm not very good with acting smart. I have no idea about animals, even though I'm a hunter. Do you want to frighten them off? You were just going, she's getting away. I'm making Clayton sound like an ape. Oh, fitting that he's more primitive than Tarzan is. It's fitting. God, look at those vines. I wonder how long it took to render all that. Aw. Well, it's not the first time that it's not the first time a Nigel Hawthorne character has been held upside down like that by three individuals coming on at once. That just reminds me of that scene in Kingdom Hearts with not Clayton, not Clayton. That plays over and over again whenever Clayton kills you in his boss fight. That is one thing that I remember. A lot of people who played Kingdom Hearts have bad memories of the fight over and over again. Like, oh. Oh, this is the bit with Kerchak that flipping terrified me as a child. Just when he comes in here, it's not her colour. Oh God. Oh, just this bit when he comes across them. Oh, well, I don't blame you for trying being angry at Clayton, considering the fact he's much more violent than the others and more reckless. Yeah, for someone who's trying to protect them, you're not doing a very good job, Clayton. You just end up enraging Kerchak like this. Oh God! Ah. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's a death grip he's got. Oh no! Now it's going to turn out like a Lion King 2 when like with Kovu not belonging to either family. Oh, his expression there. Yeah, like that expression of Kerchak there when he just looks up at him like pained. Like he was beginning to love him. Again, Kerchak feels like he's got some similarities to Clayton, like he's quick to anger and he can be pretty violent when he's angry. But yeah, look, there would have been a good example for like making a parallel between the two of them. But then Clayton's just like just killing everything for the sake of it. Which is sadly what a lot of like colonial hunters were like back then, I imagine. But still, wow, this is the first time he's been here since he was taken. I wonder how they managed to like keep him away from it. Like we just thought it wasn't worth going there. Oh god, it's been something like 20 years since he's seen since the parents died, and if their bodies were there, we're going to cause skeletons. Oh. Oh, looks like something out of Bioshock. Like all the plants just overgrowing everything. Oh. I love how they show like Tarzan's curiosity, like when he like how they animate it when he inspects things, like peers down, like crouching all over. Oh. I think in the original book, isn't it that Clayton finds out about Tarzan's parents, like biological parents, like they were like I think Lord Greystoke, I think was the name of the his dad. I'm just remember. I think of. I haven't read Tarzan all the way through, but I remember that bit from the Dingo Pictures adaptation of Tarzan. But then again, that was Dingo Pictures, so it might not have been the best. Oh, sorry, I'm talking over the. Oh, he's looking snazzy in a suit though. Oh God, the way that Disney does like yeah, the eyes like misting over. That's very oh, that's very distinctive. Oh. It's on my boat, and I'm going to drown you. Well, he may as well say that. Now the boat got out far quick. You know, Turk seems a bit like a less violent and funnier version of Sarah from Land Before Time. Now that I think about it. Um, well, she was very not amused by a lot of things. Now, actually, when Victoria said we are not amused, she actually meant that to say we are very much amused. I think. Oh no, get out of there before the volcano erupts and the wildebeest starts singing Have a Nice Day. Tarzan, you're doing the right thing. Sorry, that island looks a lot like the one from the wild. Oh. I wonder if I gained inspiration from Peter Pan pirates for their designs there, because this reminds me a lot of the last the climax of Peter Pan, this bit. Oh. Oh, nice jump. Oof. Ouch. Oh yes, I'm going to turn on you now. Oh, and you know the funny thing is, it's like it's obvious that Clayton is going to turn out to be evil pretty early on, but it's like he reminds me a lot of like Rourke in that respect. It's like it's pretty obvious he's going to turn out to be the bad guy, Rourke from Atlantis. But when it's revealed that he's bad, it's like there doesn't seem to be like any drama to it. It just seems to be like it's like he's the villain, but he doesn't really seem to have that much threat or much to him or interest to his motivations. And much like Rourke, he's willing to do all this just for money. Oh god, this bit. Oh, I remember this bit when I was younger. Turk looks like a Woolroy. How did he not see the elephant in front of him? For a hunter, I don't have very good peripheral vision. Oh. It's like when it comes to other Hunter Disney villains, I think Charles Muntz is a better example of it because not only did he have more depth to his motivations, like showing how he became more obsessed with hunting Kevin, but but he actually, I think he actually managed to be more threatening and actually when the bit when he starts going nuts, he actually gets actually starts getting scary. But Clayton, even though he's this big burly Brian Blessed voiced guy with a gun, he doesn't really, he's not really very memorable or much to make him stand out among villains. Oh, I mean, I know that a lot of it is just me. Is just like me just crapping all over Clayton as a villain, but he's honestly like my main critique with this. But I do still really love this film. Oh, where did that come from? Oh gosh. The true danger, man. Oh yes, go Tarzan. Oh, they're the other elephants. I wonder if I noticed that Tantal's gone. Oh, and they come with baboons. Oh, go Kerchak. Oof. Well, he's pretty big a gorilla already without the stuffing. Oh, here comes Tarzan and the cavalry. Here comes the general from Jungle Book, Hatchie. Oof. Ah. Oof. Nice one, Kerchak. Hmm. You know, what do they do with the humans here? Do they just leave them in the cages? Oh. It's all that I know how to do and all what's in my character. And again, McLeach, I think he managed to be funny and more threatening than Clayton was. Baboons. Ah. Oof. Oof. Ooh. Just grazed his arm. Oh. Oh, there he goes. Oh, you've messed up, Clayton. You want to be Gaston, you. Oof. Oh, God, the climax. The bit when Clayton gets... Uh, yeah, I still can't believe they got away with this one bit and they had the guts to... What happens at the end of this when you see the shadow of Clayton after he gets hung. Oof. Like, that was... I never noticed that as a child, but when I heard about it years later... Oof. 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 Why he just picks it up like that? If being a man means being like you, then I don't want to be a man. Yeah, exactly. Oof. I love the way they animate that, him just destroying his gun. Oh god. Okay, he's okay, Clayton gets pretty scary at this bit when he just becomes so enraged in trying to kill Tarzan. He just keeps on going, just like a deranged madman. Oof. Oof. Oh god, yeah, this bit here. When he just starts biting away at the vines. Oh. Oof. Oh god. Yeah. I'm going to die like an idiot. Oh god, yeah, that shadow there of him just being hung like that. Thank you, the animators who decided to give everyone nightmares with that shot. Oof. Okay, but yeah, at least he was scary in his last scene, but. Hmm. Oh. Rest in peace, King Kong. Oh. Oh. Your father cannot be with you anymore. Oh. Oh. And so he's the next leader of the gorillas. Any of you remember the Tarzan TV show? I remember watching a few episodes of that when I was younger. Um, but I very vaguely remember this one episode where Tarzan got bitten by a snake and he started hallucinating that Tantor was Clayton or something. I just remember that. Hmm. And I remember there being seeing like the storyboards of like an alternate climax where it was like actually on the boat, where and they start throwing like the human hunters into the elephants, into the elephants, into the crocodiles. She's checking for monster lines like Quasimodo did. Oh. Oh. A much more touching example of someone remembering someone by a glove than Titanic or Legend of the Titanic. And Tarzan doesn't sniff it, so that's a good sign. Oof. The way you're dressed just still poofs up like that. I like the way they handled that kiss scene of her just saying, "Oh, did it really just do that?" Oh. Face or expression. I love the expression. Oh, Turk's face, man. She goes, "Oh yeah, oh yeah," like she's a shipper on deck. Captain's face. Oh, she was able to get her other boot back from the baboon. Oh wow. Nice jungle wear there. Oh. So, oh, I don't think I've heard of this Phil Collins song here. Uh, Score composed by Mark Mancina. Oh, he did the music for Brother Bear and Moana. And he works on the Disney theatrical productions adaptation of The Lion King. He did some music on The Lion King. Oh no! Adverts coming up for Tarzan and Jane, one of the Disney cheap calls, which I heard is not supposed to be very, very good. Oh, okay. So that was Disney's Tarzan. Um, I I really enjoyed that film. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Oh, Glenn Keane was the supervising animator for Tarzan. I've just got a bit of. I've really enjoyed that film. I wouldn't say it's my. I wouldn't say it was my favourite Disney film all the way through, but I did really enjoy this one. I think one of my favourite bits of the film is just like how diverse and how much detail they put in like all the shots of the backgrounds. Because I mean, for the time, this must have been like all the detail put in like the vines and like the trees and like all the plants. And all the different camera angles and like how much all the characters like move about. I mean, this must have been really. It must have been really taken a lot of time to do. But it looks really good. Like the settings, I really love like all the details that are um in this film. The story, I always do have a thing for a character being split between like two families, like one of them that's supposed where they're quote unquote supposed to be with, and where who they grew up with and were raised by. I've got a soft spot for these types of stories. And when it comes to the characters, it's like Jane, I think, is my favourite character in it because, as you can tell by how much I was laughing when she was on scene, she was on the screen. I just loved Minnie Driver's performance as Jane. She brought a lot of energy to the role, and as I said, she seems like a character who's like. She gets put in a lot of trouble, and she could have had if in the hands of a wrong writer, they could have struggled to make her anything but anyone who just whines, "Oh no, someone save me!" Oh, and just become annoying. But thankfully, they didn't fall into that trap with Jane here, and she can defend herself sometimes, like with the umbrella, and but even if it is like she's panicking and she's just like rushing about and trying to instinctively grab things to defend herself with. I think she was a really great character, but Tarzan's really fun to watch as well. Like I love the bits of him learning more about what humans are like, and him like learning more about Jane and Professor Porter, and trying to find out where he belongs in the world. Those are really fantastic, and as I said, the detail on his animation, like when he hunches over, and in his anatomy, and how he moves like a gorilla, like he's hunched on his knuckles, and how he crouches over to things. I love how they animated him, like a perfect mixture between a gorilla and man. I've really loved. I really love like the visual touches that they put on him there, and like even the bits like the expressions, like when he's curious about the everything around him. I just love how they animated him. And I will say, I don't blame Jane for getting as flustered as she did when he came up when he was pressed close to her, because I will just say that. Um, Professor Porter, he was really funny, and again, Nigel Hawthorne brings a lot of charm to the role. He was great as Fleur de Flamme, and I think he was really great here. Um, Tantor, he was funny, but one thing that I will admit did bother me a little bit was why did he suddenly decide to go with the gorillas rather than be with the elephants? I mean, I didn't ask that when I was younger, but it feels like there could have been an interesting scene, like saying why he decided to go with the gorillas and not be with the elephants. I don't know. Maybe it would have been a minor thing, but that was just one thing that I noticed, and just something that I just have a that just came to mind while I was watching him. Turk. I can see why a lot of people are annoyed by Rosie O'Donnell. I I like a character as the tomboyish best friend of Tarzan, and Rosie O'Donnell. I don't dislike her as an actress, but I don't. She's not my favourite one. It's like I prefer. She reminds me a little bit of like Maggie from Home on the Range, but I honestly did prefer Maggie from Home on the Range. The performance that Roseanne Barr delivered. Rosie O'Donnell and Roseanne Barr, if you were to put those two together in the same thing, would you even be able to tell them apart? Because they sound very, very similar to my knowledge, uh, just from comparing the two of them. Yeah, but Turk wasn't bad. It's like I do like the fact that even though there was that one bit when she pushed in. When she pushed Tarzan to go after the elephant hair, but she does begin to befriend him after time, rather than seeing Tarzan as a hindrance or an embarrassment like the other gorilla adolescents seem to at the start. So I did appreciate that. So yeah, many other people, I think my main criticisms in terms of character is Clayton. Sorry, Brian Blessed, but as you're trying to have fun with a role, and you are a very good actor. But I think it's like the character is just going for like, as I said, it's like it's trying to go for like Percival McLeach from Rescuers Down Under. But I felt that George C. Scott as McLeach was much more threatening, even though he did look very similar to very similar to Clayton here. Maybe Disney just had a thing for using the similar chiseled chin, the nose looking a lot like that, and the small head compared to the the muscular body as a villain type, because he does look very quite similar to like Sykes and Radcliffe and McLeach, as I said, and Rourke, who I think in terms of like who he reminds me of, it's Rourke. Thankfully, I mean, I wasn't as bored as I was when I was watching Rourke from Atlantis: The Lost Empire than when I was watching Clayton, because no offense to the actor who played Rourke, but it felt like he wasn't really trying to make Rourke come across as interesting or more threatening, while Brian Blessed was at least trying to make Clayton come across as interesting or funny. But it's like it just seems like at that one bit when he just seemed to be like the type of villain. He's just in for money. He's just a hunter, just to shoot at everything, and then he just goes, "I died as I lived, stupidly." I died as I lived, stupidly, as he dies by hanging himself, by like cutting up all the vines. But yeah, it's like if he's supposed to be like the one who's protecting them, and if they focused a little bit more on him. Trying to like protect Jane and Professor Porter, I think that would have made for a more interesting and three-dimensional character. And comparing him to Kerchak, Kerchak and Carla. How did I call Carla Nala again in this? I hope I didn't. That would be embarrassing. Anyway, I really like Kerchak and Carla. Like they get split apart by their son dying, but Kerchak accepts Tarzan as his son at the end. And like Carla's motherly, how motherly Carla was. But when it comes to back to Clayton, he's trying to mix together like McLeach and Gaston as this manly man who's all about like taking down like the so-called savage beasts, but he turns out to be much more monstrous than they are when he begins shooting them. But unlike Gaston, who's like larger than life in every single one of his scenes, and McLeach, who turned out to be not only being surprisingly funny and like how much he gets into it. Clayton doesn't really feel like he's having fun with a lot of what he's doing. He's just like, oh, well, this is just the role. I'm just here to go and protect you while I go and hunt down the gorillas. Oh, I mean, what? Did I really say that? Oh, no, yes, I'm going to trick Tarzan, and I'm going to go and trick him by manipulating his feelings for Jane and make him go and hunt down the gorillas because I'm just in it all for money. Yeah, that's all that there really seems to be in his character. And sorry, as much as Brian Blessed loves eating the scenery, it can't really save the character. He's not the worst villain. I mean, at least he's not annoying bad. At least he's not like douche from Sausage Party and he's no Cozy Glow, thank God. But he's not that interesting a villain. He's not the worst I've seen, nowhere near the worst I've seen. I still think Rourke's a much more boring and one-dimensional villain than he is, especially seeing as he was going to get paid anyway. But I think he could have been fleshed out. I don't know if he was just like this typical egomaniac hunter who was just there to get paid and nothing else, even if it means endangering everyone in the original Edgar Rice Burroughs novel. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Clayton, and I can see why a lot of people aren't the favourites. Phil Collins songs. Why do so many people take issue with Phil Collins? I mean, I think, as I said, I think what people might be taking issue with is that it starts off with the characters talking, and they start going into something that could be a song, but then it just cuts to Phil Collins. Maybe that might be one of maybe that could be a reason why people find it annoying. Like, instead of a character singing, it's Phil Collins coming in. But Phil Collins is a great singer, and the songs are really, really nice to listen to. I love all the songs in this, and they tell the story really well. So, and it's like in Brother Bear, he was really great in that as well. And I've listened to Genesis, and I think he's got a fantastic set of pipes on him. So, I respectfully disagree with people who criticise Phil Collins just for singing the songs for this. I don't think it's warranted. And personally, I love all the songs. Two Hearts, One Family. Son of Man, those were my favourites, and I Want to Know, they're really great songs, especially when they sync up with like showing like the flora and fauna and all the animation. I thought that was really lovely to see. Speaking of the animation, while it is a bit visible, the CGI moments in this, it's not as it's come a long way since the Hydra from Hercules, which was perhaps not the best way to go about it, trying to make the full character CGI and mesh it in with the hand-drawn animation. Maybe this was when they realised it was a little bit better to try to focus on the backgrounds with this. But yeah, I mean, I know at the start I said that it was noticeable that the boat was CGI and it didn't hit as good as, like, say, Treasure Planet later on. But I still think it's really great animation, like the expressions of the characters, the way that all the little nuances and like their movements, and even some of Clayton's expressions. I thought it was really great. I just love all the character animation in this, and it's just really fun to see. As a last film in the Disney Renaissance before Fantasia 2000 came out the next year, and it began going into like the string of less successful films. I think this was a great film for the last one for the Disney Renaissance. I really love the themes of respecting your fellow man, and even though they may seem different, the gorillas and the humans aren't so different, and if they come to respect each other and teach each other, and get rid of any egomaniac hunters who just want to shoot everything they see like an idiot, and then it can be then that was just my critiques against it, just Clayton, but everything else was really, really great. Not don't think it's my absolute favourite Disney film, but I just love how vivid it is. I love the way that the characters interact with each other. It's much funnier than I remember. I mean, it was funny when I saw it as a child, but again, the character interactions, I just laughed so much during the bits with Jane. That was one bit that I really respect it for. So, yes, I really, really am happy to have seen that film again, and I really enjoyed that. Not sure which film I'm going to react to next. I'll actually have a think about. I'm actually hoping to. I've got an idea for what I'd like to react to next. If I can find it online, if I can find it on. I don't have Apple TV, so I might have to pirate it. But if I can do a live reaction to Wolf Walkers. That might be my next one because I've heard all of my friends, they watched it, they really enjoyed it, and they've recommended it to me. So that one might be the next one that I might watch, but it might be something like Pebble and the Penguin, Troll in Central Park, Tom and Jerry movie. Those seem to be the most popular choices for my next ones. But no matter what I choose, I bet it's going to be much better than Sausage Party. So yeah, this was a much better one to watch, and I hope you enjoyed my live reaction as much as I enjoyed watching the film again. And I'll talk to you later, everybody. I'll let you know when I'm going to start my next live reaction. I think I might just try to do these weekly rather than 2 a week so that I don't get too burnt out by it, and I can focus more on my drawings as well. So, talk to you later, everybody. Duckyworth out. Bye, everyone.